Hey, let's bring in our first guest, Tim Mannix, magician. We got a magician on the business show? How lucky am I? How's it going, Tim?
It's going really well.
What type of magician are you?
What type of magician? I would say I'm more of a stand-up comedy type magician. I'm not one of those serious guys, you know. It's more fun to have fun. So
I understand. And how long have you been doing this?
Oh, God. It's over 30 years, I'd say.
What started you? Doug Henning or
yeah, we're actually good. You're good.
I'm trying to think about
it. Was not really. It was a TV magic kit. It was a magic kit on TV.
Okay.
Marshall Brodine's TV magic kit.
And you bought it?
And I said I want that for Christmas. And it's when they made the rice doubles, and then it turned into water. And I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm sold. So I got it for Christmas.
So it had something to do with food.
It had something to do with. That's true. That's true. And but I was hooked, and what really got me was I kind of shoved it back under the bed like a lot of kids. I'll play with that later. There was a kid that came to school. He was a new kid. I think it was 4th or 5th grade. He was a strange kid. He came riding up on a unicycle with a briefcase, and he did magic tricks.
I like him already.
Yeah. So I said, okay. So it was a little magician battle, you know, for the stars. So we started, we were instant buds and hooked up and did magic tricks. So
was this in Fresno?
No, this was in Oklahoma City. Long ago.
Okay. How did you get to all the way from Oklahoma City to Fresno? What's her name?
Oh, man, there's a different story.
Okay, go ahead. We'd love to hear it.
It actually has to do with a magic store. There's a local magic store.
There is.
That used to be called Wizards. Now, it's not Wizards anymore. It's called Hocus Pocus. So I actually moved to L.A. to seek fame and fortune, which here
you are back in Fresno, right?
Here I am in Fresno. So, and I actually got to perform from some stars like Angelina Jolie.
You
people like that.
For her, like,
sure.
What do you mean, like at a party?
At a party,
okay.
Yes. You know, it's kind of, if you're in that zip code and you kind of do magic tricks. One of my goals was to perform at the Magic Castle, which is a private magicians club in L.A. And I do that 2 or 3 times a year still. But we have a magician's garage sale called a swap meet. It's the Magic Castle swap meet, which is happening in about a month. And I met a fellow from Fresno who owns that magic store, Hocus Pocus. So he said, you got to come work for me. And I said, no, I don't think so. So he worked on me for about 5 years. And finally, the time was right. And I said, okay, I'm game. And I moved up here about 2 years ago. So here I am. I can still travel and do shows, but it's culturally different than L.A.
So when did it morph from magic to magic comedy?
You know what? Kind of pretty early. I was more of a talker, and my buddy was more. He always did his magic to music, and there was a local talent show. I remember this, and something happened with his music. He lost it, or it got messed up, and he was like, "Oh, I can't be in the show." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because I always talked everything, so I didn't understand. I did the show, he didn't. So, and I'm kind of a funny guy, so it was kind of a natural progression.
So you tell jokes?
Funny, not jokey.
You work them in? Is that what you do? You
I work them in.
Okay.
I use the audience. You know, we're all there. That's my approach is not like I'm showcasing and you're just watching. It's like, hey, we're in this together. Let's have fun.
Anybody want to see any tricks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I see you have a tuna can and a deck of cards.
I do. Well, I tell you what. I like to say I like to make life interesting. I mean, you seem like an interesting person, right?
I try to be.
Okay. One of the ways I make life interesting is when I go shopping and I'm putting my cans away, I remove the labels. That way next week or next month or, you know, whenever I'm having dinner, I never know what I'm having. I mean, it just makes life interesting. You know what I mean?
It sounds a little scary.
It is a little scary, but it makes life interesting. Now, the other thing is, I'll tell you right off, Chuck, I use marked cards, but not in the way that you think. Here, I'll show you what I mean. These cards are marked, like, for instance, this card has corn on it, baked beans, chicken soup.
We're back to food.
So back to
it's
food.
all food.
There's a theme going here. Anyway, basically, all these cards are marked. So different than maybe you thought. Here's what we'll do. Actually, we'll use some of the folks in our studio audience.
Okay.
The gentleman on the end, a red or a black card would you pick?
Black.
Okay, with black.
He said
card.
black.
He said black. The lady there, it would be a spade or a club?
A club.
It's a club. And you, sir, would it be a number card or a face card?
Face card.
It's a face card. and it's a club. And then the last lady, what face card would that be? It's a club. Jack, queen, or king? King. King of clubs.
Okay.
Well, is that pretty
fair? So we've
fair?
broken it down to the king of clubs.
We've broken it down to the king of clubs. So if I just had one person pick it, it might seem, well, maybe you set it up. But when you have 4 different people, it kind of dispels the idea that there was a setup.
I know that these people don't know you.
Right. I never met them before in my life. Okay, so king of clubs, right? Check it out. Let's go right through here. Now, they have to trust you. There's the king of clubs. Take that, Chuck. Take that.
I have to touch it? Okay.
You must touch it.
All right.
There's not a food particle on it. Okay. Now, turn it over. Let's see what's written on the back.
It says pineapple on it.
Pineapple?
Come on, Tim.
Can you show that to the camera to make sure?
It does say pineapple on it. Right there.
Look at that.
Look at that. Right there, pineapple.
Now, the beautiful thing about these cans is they're like, like the old beer. You don't have to have the can opener. You just pull that pop top. I'm going to ask you to pull that. Come on, Chuck.
I know.
Don't be afraid.
I am afraid.
Pull that out of there.
I already know. I can smell it. It's pineapple in there.
For the dramatic conclusion, pull it out.
Right there, pineapple, everybody.
Look at that. Pull one of those rings up. And what happens is if you pull
Does anyone want to bite?
It's just like an applause. People naturally applaud.
Go ahead and applaud. Okay. Right there. Very nice.
Isn't that nuts?
Very, very nice. Tim Mannix, if people wanted to hire you for a party, how would they do that?
Well, I have a new website. It's called The Fresno Magician, because theoretically there's only one.
I like it.
And or they can call Hocus Pocus. I do corporate or kids or I do anything. Call me, and it's just about fun and making it a memorable event.
All right. Thanks a lot for coming on.
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Stick around.